morning, the news on Wake Up Nigeria. It's Friday, the 11th of July 2025. My name is Mike Messikeno. The Senate has announced a fresh change in its committee leadership. At yesterday's plenary, the President of the Senate named Senator Aniyekan Bassi as the new chairman of the Senate Committee on Diaspora and Non-Governmental Organizations. He replaces Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, whose chairmanship of the committee had remained in limbo following her recent suspension. Recall that in a minor reshuffle earlier in February, Senator Natasha was removed as chair of the Senate Committee on Local Content and reassigned to the Diaspora and NGOs Committee.
I think the new chairman of the Senate Committee on Diaspora and NGOs is the senior Senator Aniyekan Bassi, and it will take effect from today. So we will make some changes to our vice chairmanship positions next week as a result of the fact that some of the senators have two vice chairmanship positions. In fact, I know of one who has three. Maybe his name kept coming up while others do not have.
Hospital officials have said that at least 15 Palestinians, including 8 children and 2 women, have been killed in an Israeli strike while queuing for nutritional supplements in front of a clinic in central Gaza. Footage from Al-Aqsa Matthias Hospital in Deir al-Baghla showed the bodies of several children and others lying on the floor as medics treated their wounds. US-based aid group Project Hope, which runs the clinic, said the attack was a blatant violation of international law. The Israeli military said it struck a Hamas terrorist and regretted any harm to civilians. Another 37 people were reportedly killed in Israeli strikes elsewhere in Gaza as Israel and Hamas continue talks on a ceasefire deal. Despite optimism expressed by the US, which is acting as a mediator along with Qatar and Egypt, they do not so far seem to be close to a breakthrough. Now, the Nigeria Police Force, through the Interpol National Central Bureau, Abuja, has arrested and repatriated a Chinese fugitive, Mr. Chen Gaochong, to the People's Republic of China in close collaboration with Chinese police authorities and in accordance with international law enforcement protocols. This strategic operation marks a significant milestone in transnational police cooperation and the global fight against financial crime. Mr. Chen Gaochong was declared wanted by the Pexian Public Security Bureau of Jiangsu Province for offenses involving tax fraud, unlawful issuance of special value-added tax and invoices. An investigation initiated by Chinese authorities on 5th of March 2020 revealed that between May and August 2017, the suspect fraudulently issued 45 VAT invoices for fictitious transactions under the guise of legitimate business activities. The Nigeria Police Force, under the leadership of Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun, reaffirms its dedication to ensuring that Nigeria does not serve as a haven for criminals fleeing justice. And then to sporting stories, Arsenal have signed Denmark midfielder Christian Norgard from Brentford in a £15 million deal. The 31-year-old has joined for an initial $10 million with a possible $5 million in performance-related add-ons on a 2-year contract with option of a 3rd year. He's Arsenal's 3rd signing of the summer after deals for Spaniards Martin Zubimendi and Kepa Arrizabalaga. And still on transfer stories, veteran striker Edin Dzeko has returned to Syria after joining Fiorentina on a free transfer from Fenerbahce. The 39-year-old has signed a 1-year deal with an automatic extension to stay for a 2nd season if certain conditions are met. Dzeko previously played 6 seasons in Syria with Roma and then enjoyed a 2-year spell at Inter Milan. And in the EPL, Tottenham have triggered a £60 million release clause in Morgan Gibbs-White's Nottingham Forest contract. The 25-year-old is expected to undergo a medical in the coming days. The England international scored 7 goals and registered 11 assists as the Forest qualified for Europe last season. Gibbs White's signing will come on the heels of Mohamed Kudus, who's having his medicals on Thursday. Lionel Messi became the first player to score multiple goals in 4 straight MLS games as he helped Inter Miami beat New England Revolution 2-1. The Argentine forward scored twice in the first half, his 4th consecutive double to take his tally to 14 in 15 MLS games this season. Messi started his scoring streak in May, starring in a 4-2 win over Montreal and a 5-1 victory over Columbus before competing at the Club World Cup. The 38-year-old scored once in 4 games as Miami were beaten by PSG in the Club World Cup last 16 before returning to the MLS with a 4-1 victory against Montreal last week. Messi's scoring streak is the latest of a number of MLS records broken by the 8-time Ballon d'Or winner. And that's all for sports and news updates for now. I'll give updates on, of course, the Super Falcons and the Club World Cup a little bit later on the beautiful game later on. You don't want to miss that. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. We're just getting the show started.